Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Dr. Yu.
February 1st, 2019, and we had 7 months treatment since July last year. So, can you share your success with us? And how do you find us? What's your first visit, second, and third? What do you see in difference?
Okay, so I found you, my son actually found you on YouTube, and he showed me videos. He had me look at your YouTube channel, and I was interested, but thought it was too good to be true, and so I just kind of dismissed it, really for 3 years. And then when I realized that I was hopeful that I was going to get in a clinical trial or there would be something for me in medical science. And when I realized that wasn't happening, I went back and looked at your YouTube again, and I watched a lot of the testimonials on there, and I thought, well, these are people from all walks of life, from all over the world, and they're so sincere, and this could not possibly be actors. And so I thought, what do I have to lose? It's not invasive, and I'm going to go try. And so I came in July, and but I have to say that I came by myself, and I had never had any experience with Chinese medicine before.
Oh, that's your first acupuncture?
My first acupuncture treatment ever. And I just didn't really believe in it. I didn't think
it looks very casual, huh?
Yes. I walked into the clinic, and it was all these people sitting in the same little waiting room together, and coming from the States and all of the privacy laws, and I thought, where's the privacy?
Yeah.
And there wasn't any. And but then I realized that there was a benefit to sitting with all of these people in the same room and actually watching everybody take their visual field, because you heard everybody's stories, and the people were truly from all over the world, and some of them had been coming here for 15 years and shared their success, and that was very encouraging to me. And they are really, I think, what kept me here the first week, because I may have just I was tempted to just leave, but I thought, I've come all this way, and what do I have to lose? I'm just going to stay and see. And so at the end of my first 2 weeks, I could definitely tell a difference. I felt I could tell a difference. But in the back of my mind, I'm still questioning. Is this for real? Am I really telling a difference? Do I just want to see a difference?
Yeah, that's true.
It is true.
Yeah.
And one of the other things that I noticed, but people encouraged me. They said, come a second time, because you'll notice a bigger difference the second time. And that's true. But one of the other things that I noticed that I think is that when you first start to see out in the periphery, well, the first time I came, I didn't believe at all. And it was probably 3 days. You kept doing visual fields, and I kept thinking, is he really serious? He thinks this is going to change in a day?
Yeah.
And I couldn't even figure out why you were giving me all those visual field tests in one day.
You think it's a waste of time, huh?
Yeah. And but about the third day, I saw something out where I hadn't seen anything in probably 20 years. And I don't know if you remember, but I cried because I hadn't seen anything there in so long.
In the right side.
My right side.
Yes, I remember you are about 6 degrees in the right side to start with, and then you end up like 120 degrees.
So that was when I first started to think maybe there's something to this. And so by the end of my first 2 weeks here, I felt like, yes, it was worth coming back. So then when I came the second time, the first few days I was here, my husband came with me the second time, and I said, I feel like somebody's turned the lights on in the room next door. That was my sensation.
Yeah.
And then, but so when you start to see things out in places where you haven't seen them, you question it and doubt it so much.
Yep.
And it's not clear.
Yeah.
And I don't know what other people see like there. I don't even know what it's supposed to be like, because it's been so long.
Because you never seen that in your life sometimes.
Not for so long.
Yeah.
And so you doubt it, and you think I'm cheating to say yes, that I see something there. But what I notice is, if you don't say yes, you never see it. You have to
have the courage.
Have the courage to say, I think I see something there.
Yeah.
And then within days, it starts to fill in and get more distinct, and you have a lot more confidence in it. But I think it's important to take that step of faith and say, I think I see something there.
The challenge is most people deep in the mind think RP is
Cannot
not
be
possible
changed.
to change.
Yes.
If I say yes, I'm kidding myself.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And setting myself up for heartache.
Yeah.
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 So, so anyway, after the second time, I definitely, and I could, and then when I went home, I could definitely tell. Oh yes, I'm seeing better in this situation, and in you know in
The
this
same
area.
situation, right?
Yeah, in this area, I'm definitely seeing better. And so then this time, my son came with me, and he's the one originally found you. But and I told him that it would be real helpful for him to read, because I think before I came, and even then it was hard for me. But I read a book on epigenetics that told me that it is possible for genes to change, and the biology of belief. And that book was very helpful. And I told my son he should read it before he came. And he said, "Oh, I believe in acupuncture. I believe this." And he came, and he thought it was a hoax too to begin with. And and that made it very hard for me the first week. It did, because I thought, well, is this for real? Is it? And so I began to question it all over again.
I know.
It wasn't until the end of the first week on this trip that both of us started to really have a response and say, this is for real. And my response this time has been by far the best. By far the best.
Yeah. So I know when I test you, you always double check to see if you really see it or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as a result, today, your last day's treatment, you see 2016. You see 20 letters out of 21. And you see 180 degrees, left, right, and top and down. You see the floor, you can see the floor. So, your vision function is normal, better than most people walking on the street, even they don't have RP. Yeah. So better than mine too. You see.
I don't feel like it's all crisp and clear everywhere, but to have movement and shape and form in places where it was just void is huge. It's huge.
Yes, for the new improved field of vision, you didn't see before, now you start to see.
Right.
You see from dark to gray to blurry and then to clear. It's a process
It's
of
a process. Yes.
evolution. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you see it. The most
Right.
important, you see it.
Right.
And it's your third treatment program. So we continue. In 3 months later, we'll do another one.
Okay.
And in next 3 months at home, do the exercise, taking the herbs. Then that will help you clean up rest of blurriness in the visual field.
Okay.
And it's a long way from 15 degrees to 180 degrees 7 months ago. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. My bottom field when I came was better than that. I had some in the bottom, but it has doubled. It's moved way down. So,
Yeah.
but up here was very narrow.
Yeah. Before you, the bottom in the first one, yeah, you see better than the left, right, top down.
Yes, and my bottom field was pretty good. But my top field was terrible, and my right here was not good at all.
But now you are all good.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks God.
Thank God. Yes.